Was no, there we go. That's what I was looking for. The penultimate topic. Time will tell. Hi from Melbourne, Australia. Yes, I am so enjoying Disney Plus. Welcome in. Appreciate you watching. Is that Ruth? You comment a lot, don't you? Welcome in, man. I do. We see your comments. Mind blowing that we've got people from Australia watching us. Incidentally, can you even understand me? It fucking blows my mind. Some people in Scotland can't even understand us Glaswegians, so that's impressive if you can. We've got Sandro in. I think Sandro may be Italian. I don't want to be presumptuous. Are you Italian, Sandro? Can you understand me? That's even mind-blowing as well. I love Italy, and incidentally, I love food. Oh, Italy's amazing. What a country. I'd like to love Australia, but the spiders are too big, and I'm an arachnophobe, so it just wouldn't work for me. Love the snakes, love the reptiles. In general, spiders I can't have. I mean, we stay out in the countryside here, and the spiders get that big, and that is enough to send me over the fucking edge. Australia would end me. I would die. Warner, bring new filmmakers. I'm getting boring of Zach, to be honest. I'm getting bored of Zach. Well, he's not going to be there anymore. He's working for Netflix, isn't he? That's his new home, and he's happy there. He's making Army of the Dead and stuff like that, so he's a happy guy. Look, fantastic. I lived in the UK for 3 years, so I get the Irish accent well. I am from strong Irish contingent, man. I've got a grandfather that was Irish, great-grandfather, and a grandmother who was Irish. I'm going to apply for an Irish passport because Brexit and stuff, and I want to be able to freely move around the European countries. I don't want some little blonde dweeb from London telling me what the fuck I can and can't do, so I will be getting an Irish passport. Nice to see you can understand me though. Fantastic Beast 3 Grindelwald battle tease. Now, why have I put this in? I don't know myself, because to be quite frank, there's no real detail in here. Something was teased somewhere. Nearly knocked myself out with the mic there. It was Grindelwald and Newt. It was teased on USA Today. I think it was Mads Mikkelsen who was speaking. The great Mads Mikkelsen, everyone's favourite Danish director. I can't really think of many other, but he's my favourite anyway, and he does some really cool Carlsberg adverts wearing the fucking most ridiculous tailored suit. This is, I mean, he teased something 3 weeks out. I think they says he's been working for 3 weeks, constant, working on an on-screen battle with Eddie Redmayne, who is obviously playing Newt Scamander in these movies. That is for the movie's conclusion. He's giving the game away here, as Mads, which is interesting because that's not really how they do things over obviously any movie studio, but Warner in particular. Disaster in DC movies. Disaster. Well, look, as I keep saying, man, I'm looking forward to the Batman. I'm not going to lie. I think Matt Reeves is tremendous, and I do enjoy Robert Pattinson. I think he's a very good actor, man. He's borderline method in his process. The guy went to New England, I think it was in Maine or something like that, for The Lighthouse, and stayed with William Dafoe in a tiny little dinky town for months on end. So I respect that guy. I think it's going to be good, man. The Batman, I've got high faith for that. I don't really care about Aquaman 2 because I'm not a fan of Amber Heard. I think she's an absolute shithead, an abuser, and a liar. I'm firmly on Johnny Depp's side in that whole argument, and as long as they keep her in that franchise, I can't really have any interest in it. I maintain a sliver of interest in Fantastic Beasts, despite Johnny Depp being parting ways, mutually consented out, if you like, just because I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and I'm a big fan of Mads Mikkelsen, a big fan of Jude Law. Lord knows he was floating around in Glasgow not long ago, so big fan of these guys, so that keeps my interest there, and the fact I'm a Harry Potter fan as well, and that is why I spoke about this, man. I'm going to be speaking about this, the concept of a huge battle between Newt Scamander and Gellert Grindelwald. Although I have not read about it in the actual books, because I did read the books numerous times, don't recall there being any reference to a battle between them. It was more about Dumbledore and Grindelwald, and this uneasy love-hate relationship they had, and obviously the whole sister thing, the ramifications of the relationship, it's splitting up. I knew about that. I didn't know about this battle, but I'm always intrigued to see huge magical battles in this franchise, man. You look back to, what was Order of the Phoenix, when Sirius Black get killed by Bellatrix Lestrange, man. It was an amazing battle sequence. See when you've got these little spells bouncing about, it shouldn't be cool because they're holding little wooden things and it's not real, but it's incredible the way they make it explode. And then you think of Deathly Hallows Part 2, the duel between Voldemort and Harry, despite it not happening in the books. It was fucking incredible to watch on the screen. So when you get these big magical battles happening, and we've not really had many in this franchise to date, and it's between these two characters, one of the most powerful evil sort of characters in the franchise, it's going to be incredible, and I'm so happy for Mads that he is coming into this role building on all of the hard work of Johnny Depp and just getting right into the good bits. I says that, man. I says that at the time. Yes, Pattinson seems an interesting choice. He is, man. He's not that young anymore. So it's surprising to me that they're going down the whole youthful Batman route with him. I think he's 37 or something. He's older than me. Much older than me. So, and I don't really refer to myself as being young anymore, as a 32-year-old. So interesting that they're going down the younger route with him, the sort of green-nosed Batman route, but it's an intriguing route to go. It's more detective heavy, and we're getting a gallery of villains already. The Penguin, your man villain, not Falcone, is it? Carmine Falcone. Couple of the Riddler, lots of different Catwoman's in there, not yet Catwoman. So there's interesting stuff going on in there, and I trust Matt Reeves, man. When you post the first edition of Batman on Instagram as these sort of welcome to the universe when you're about to make a movie, that's enough for me. That's a guy who understands the characters, who is familiar with the comics. So I'm intrigued by it, and I'm excited, man. And I love Pattinson. I think he's a fucking great actor. Honestly, I've watched so many of his movies now, and he flew under the radar of me. I didn't like Twilight and all that shit, so I just viewed him as a Twilight guy. But having went back and watched the guy's movies, his choices, his growth, he's an incredible dude. So I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to this as well, man. Looking forward to a potential magical battle, man. And look, for Mads, as I did say, I kind of lost in a train of thought tangent there, but Mads coming in, getting to bite on some juicy sort of story, some juicy character development, some juicy action sequences. Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to seeing his look as well, and how he's going to try and bridge the Johnny Depp version of the character.